Hey VC, Steve here with All Smiles. Had a hell of a day at the record store. Found some records I've been looking for a while, and two of them I mentioned in the video before, the CD versions I've shown. I said I'd love to have these on vinyl, and I come away with two of those, so I'm stoked. I'm gonna get on with this video. All Smiles, trying to make this video before my wife gets back home because she wants to go running around. It's her birthday. But in the background, we'll be listening to Judas Priest Jugulator. Bought this album when it came out. This very CD. Lyrics kind of cheesy, but man, I tell you what, this is a great album. It really is. Listen to that. Fortunately, I still have my copy. When I first heard this, it was one of those albums that's okay. It wasn't no Painkiller. That was the previous album before this one. Favorite track on this album, of course, is Cathedral Spires. Absolute classic. Burning Hell is another great one. Anyway, yeah, that's what's going to be playing in the background. Priest. So I'm gonna get on with this video 2 minutes in. First thing I picked up, I've been wanting a copy of this Dio's Holy Fucking Diver. Holy shit. I haven't had a copy of this album in probably a decade. Went to a record store and there it was sitting on a shelf, and I snagged this little bitch up. I think this is a reissue this year. Rhino Records. And they did a killer job. The double LP, and I'll pick the back one up. I thought it said something about an etching. Yep, did have an etching. Got also a bonus track, Evil Eyes, and boy, that's fucking killer. There's the etching on it. Fucking badass. And it's a thick motherfucker. I listened to it earlier and it sounds so freaking good. And I love how they remixed it because you could actually hear them count down before the track starts, and it just adds to the nostalgia of this fucking album. I believe this is the very second heavy metal album I've ever heard. I believe my first was Mountain Crew Shout Devil, then it was Killers by Iron Maiden, and this was the third one. And always been a freaking huge fan of this album. I can't believe it took me this long to finally get it, but I knew I didn't want a CD, I wanted the vinyl. And the vinyl, of course, had to wait this long to get the reissue, and stoked to have it. Dio's Holy Diver. Right here. Secondly, I've been wanting on vinyl for fucking ever. Found this used. Dark Angels, Darkness Descends. This is a Back on Black reissue, 2008. I wish it was OG press. It's not, but it's on wax, and I fucking love this album. I have this on CD. This one's on purple. And it's just everybody knows this album. If you don't know this album, look it up. Fucking classic, but nice killer ass gatefold. It has some ring wear, but I kind of like that. Makes it pop. Killer album. I was just so freaking stoked when I saw that. I know when I was standing in line paying for these, the people behind me were like, "Holy shit!" And I was like, holy shit, with them. I can't believe this haul and how badass this haul is. So anyway, yeah, got the Dark Angel, Darkness Descends. Finally on wax. I have all their albums, but this is the only one I have on wax, and I fucking love it. And that sounds fucking killer. Secondly, I've been looking, you know, I probably could have bought this album anywhere, but another classic in my mind, Judas Priest, Angel of Retribution. Of course, you know, I love this album, but with Halford back in it, just makes it all the better. I always loved this album. I remember me and my buddy Hutch bought a 30-pack a piece the night this came out, and remember picking up the CD, and we fucking blared this fucker all night long, and it just sounds like classic Judas Priest. There's some Painkiller sound stuff like Judas Rising, which is just freaking fist pumping. Judas is back, Judas is rising. Hell Rider has that Painkiller sound. Wheels of Fire has that kind of old style Judas Priest, and man, Angel is a really killer ballad that kind of takes you back to like the old days, the old early 80s stuff, maybe late 70s. And there's one song on there that a lot of people don't really care for, but I fucking love it, and that's Loch Ness. It has that kind of Candlemass kind of feel to it, I guess, but I'm not going to show you the wax on it, it's just black, but man, look at that artwork. Fucking classic, killer fucking album. Man, and I bought this one for, oh, I didn't tell you how much I paid for this one. $14 for this used. Bought this one for 10. Fucking killer. And look at that, fucking killer shit. So I'm gonna keep on carrying on. I hope you guys are loving this video like I am, because every one of these albums are treasures to me. Next one up, kind of mentioned that in the last video, was getting a new Destruction on wax, and the freaking record store had a copy, and it really blew my mind. I really do love this Destruction album, and I have to agree with Marty Worm when they did a deep dive on this album. It doesn't really sound like Destruction, but at the same time it sounds like Destruction. So Schmier's vocals on this are fucking killer. I love some of the almost death vocal growls they do on this are fucking killer. I don't know if anybody's seen this, but I'm sure there has. But this is a great thrash 2022 thrash record. I think this year is going to be the year of thrash, because Hey Uber Alice by Creator is just equally as good as this, maybe a little bit better, which I'm going to pick that up on wax soon. And Megadeth coming out with their record, and I can tell you, I think the album is going to be mind-blowing. But anyway, Destruction's Diabolical, if I didn't say the name. Absolute fucking classic sounding thrash. This is a pure thrash record. Absolutely outstanding in my book. So that was one of the ones, I think I mentioned that I wanted on vinyl. I got it. The second one, man, when I saw this, I freaking huge smiles on it. Got this one for, I think it was $15 fucking used. Testaments to Gathering. I think I went over it a little bit. It's just on black wax. In the last video, I'll just say again, this is a super group. Has Dave Lombardo from Slayer playing drums. Has Steve DiGiorio from Sadist, Death, and there was another one, Autopsy, playing bass on this. It's got James Murphy from Obituary, Disincarnate, and Cancer, and then of course Eric Peterson and Chuck Billy. And I really love this album. There's a couple stinkers on it, but for the most part, this is a pretty solid album. It's got some death metal, it's got some thrash metal, it's got some groove metal. But anyway, yes, killer fucking album. I'm just so excited about having this and building my Testament collection. I think all I need is Titans of Creation and what's that one? Dark Roots of the Earth. So only 2 Testament albums I need. And then I have the full catalog, and not including the EPs. I don't have some of those. I don't have the greatest hits. I think Rhino put a greatest hits out without their permission. A couple other things, but absolutely smashing freaking thrash metal from '99, I believe. And last but not least, finally got a copy of this Creator's Gods of Violence. It took me a long time to get into this album, and I didn't want to buy it for a long time because I thought it was melodic. Don't get me wrong, it's a great album. They did a great job recording this album. It's got some great freaking riffs, but it sounded like maybe like Amon Amarth, kinda, or Arch Enemy, but with Millie's vocals. So anyway, yeah, so I think it was me wanting to get all the classic bands' newer albums, and so I listened to it on YouTube, and it clicked. So I really enjoyed this album. I love Satan is Real is a great song. God of Violence, the title track. Lion with Eagle Wings, and Death by My Light. That's a freaking killer album. So hopefully I can get Phantom Antichrist. I believe this sounds a lot like Phantom Antichrist, if I remember right. Has that same kind of melodic feel, but man, the guitaring and the bass work, the drumming, and Millie's vocals are fucking outstanding. Great album. But anyway, that's my collection update video. That's 6 LPs, and I hope you guys enjoyed like I did, because I'm fucking stoked. Fucking stoked. See if I can find Cathedral Spires. Cathedral Spires is probably the greatest. Epic. I love his vocals on this. While I should play this in the background, I'll go through the book. Of course, this is OG Press. And stuff together. Y'all have a good one. Later.